I'm going to cut across to Mustafa joining us from Mysuru, where there's a nice face-off contest between the Maharaja, Yediyur, and a common man of the Congress party. Let me cut across. Mustafa, you see the mood there in Mysuru. People are coming in numbers to cast their vote. We saw Yediyur's family doing puja right in the morning. What's the mood there between both camps, BJP and the Congress, and the public at large?
Well, Nabila, just before I start, I'll just let our viewers know that we are expecting the CM Siddaramaiah to reach anytime now. He'll be voting at this polling booth. But as you were speaking about Mysuru, yes, Mysuru, remember that it's divided in the urban and rural population. We got to see good numbers, you know, in the city areas, in the town areas of Mysuru, and Yediyur has also casted his vote near the polling station near the palace. But here we are expecting Siddaramaiah to reach anytime soon. It's the rural part of Mysuru which we have come out to. Siddaramaiah just visited a temple nearby, and now he'll be coming here, this polling station. As you can see, that the Chief Minister is expected to vote anytime now, and his movement is expected anytime now from here. He has kept his voting in this area, and here we can say that because the Congress is in fray is because of Siddaramaiah, because of this is his own constituency. He has put his own weight. The Congress candidate here was a General Secretary of Congress for Mysuru, so it's, you know, Siddaramaiah confident, which is fighting Yediyur at this point. So which way people vote and the dynamics of rural and urban population, we can clearly hear the firecrackers as to welcome the Chief Minister has just started here. We are showing the live frame that Siddaramaiah will be voting anytime here.
You know, and as you say that, Mustafa, we know for Siddaramaiah, for the Chief Minister, it's very important. The Mysuru region is very important because he has a very strong base there. His assembly constituency as well comes under the Mysuru region. And this is, of course, a test for the Chief Minister, Siddaramaiah, as he has his candidate, Congress candidate, facing off the royal family scion, Yediyur. Very interesting to see this fight here, how this pans out for the BJP. They've held that constituency since 2014. Pratap Simha was this time denied a ticket, and the BJP decided to rest that faith on Yediyur. Will he really be able to pull off a victory for the BJP this time again? The third time it would be if the BJP wins in Mysuru. I have with me our guests and panelists joining us, R.K. Upadhyay, Raghava Vasti and Rashid Kidwai from the studios in Delhi. Thanks very much, sir. R.K. Upadhyay, a question straight to you. This is a litmus test for the JDS and the BJP's alliance on one hand, and on the other, a big test for Siddaramaiah in the Mysuru region. We're seeing all the firecrackers and celebrations coming in from Mysuru. Give us your sense on how this is an opportunity for Siddaramaiah to prove his mettle, and D.K. Shivkumar, of course, to show his strength as a Wakaliga leader here.
Nabila, nice to talk to you. I was, in this very area last week. I went around the old Mysore areas. I went to, Bangalore rural, Mandya, Mysore, Chamarajanagar, Assam, Tripura, all those places, and came back. And I found there's a lot of enthusiasm among both the parties. You know, the alliance between BJP and JDS is probably working better than, what Congress and JDS alliance did last time. So that is one plus point for, I think, those two parties. And as you are saying that, it's a prestigious fight for Mr. Siddaramaiah. He has to win Mysore and Chamarajanagar. He has taken it up as a very prestigious issue, and then he had campaigned for 8-9 days in that place. And then for DK brothers, of course they need to win Bangalore rural, where DK Suresh is the candidate, and then Mandya, where Kumaraswamy is contesting. I mean, it's it's a plot within a plot where the Wakaligas are fighting very fierce battle in this, and we need to see which way it will go. Especially in Mandya, I found that Kumaraswamy was getting a lot of traction. I mean, just about 10 months ago when I was there, JDS wasn't doing well at all. And it showed up in the elections. I mean, 8 seats they had, and they, all of them they lost. So right now, I think Kumaraswamy is staging a big comeback. And I saw a big crowd in Malavalli where he addressed a crowd of about 30,000 people, spontaneous. And, they were cheering for him. And I thought Kumaraswamy made come back in this area. So if Kumaraswamy can start getting this kind of a vote in one place...
Well, it's his Lok Sabha debut, and it is a matter of survival.
Absolutely, it's a matter of survival for them. And, it's a challenge for the DK brothers. Imagine if they lose Mandya and Bangalore rural also. It's very, very tough for them. because, Dr. Manjunath is giving a big fight to Suresh. I mean, he's well known in the area because he's been a cardiologist for 30 years, and 18 years he was the
Yeah.
director of Jayadeva Institute. And a lot of people know him. And wherever he goes, I saw he getting a lot of respect. And he also comes from the political family. He's Mr. Devagowda's son-in-law, and Devagowda and Kumaraswamy
All
also
right.
been
But as you speak, I'm going to cut to our viewers the visuals coming in live from Mysuru region with Siddaramaiah, of course, visiting that area. It's known to be his stronghold as well in terms of support base. The Congress has huge sway in the Mysuru region. But will this really turn into what's this Lok Sabha election? The Lok Sabha has been held by the BJP for a decade. Very interesting to see how Siddaramaiah is going to really motivate people to come out and cast vote in his favour. This is all the votes in the name of Siddaramaiah. If Rashid Kidwai can chime in here, Rashid Kidwai, we know that there is the difference between the BJP and the Congress's campaign here is that the BJP is focusing on national issues, national security, the GDP, the stock market, speaking of India's strength globally, while you have the Congress speaking of hyper-local issues, hoping that the promises and the guarantees that they've given to the poor, the marginalized, will really help their momentum up till Lok Sabha, the assembly momentum, even in this Lok Sabha elections. This kind of difference in campaign, how do you think it's perceived on ground?
Yes, I think, Nabila, the Congress has worked very hard in Karnataka. Remember, the stakes are very high because the Congress is ruling party. There's a lot of tussle going on between the Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister for supremacy. And here it's been put to test whether Vakaliga votes go in great numbers to the Congress. And if Congress is able to corner JDS, then it's going to be, a thumbs up for DK Shiv Kumar. And Congress has chosen, candidates who are very resourceful. Remember, there was a huge financial crunch that the Congress had in this Lok Sabha. If you look at the profiles of most candidates in the fray from Karnataka, they are all very resourceful. They are close relatives of...
Six ministers' children have been fielded.
Yes. So a lot of groundwork has been, done. And of course, it's also a test of Mr. Narendra Modi's popularity there, whether people are going to vote for Mr. Modi or not. See, Nabila,
Yeah.
I think that, double-digit, success in Karnataka is going to, pave the way, because the Congress is very confident if they do well in Karnataka, there is no way they would not be like 75 par type or so, which is their goal.
Can I come in now, Nabila?
Right. If I can bring in Raghav Avasthi. Right, Raghav Avasthi, if I can bring you in on the BJP looking at...
Please continue.
The BJP looking at Karnataka as their entry port. The BJP looking at Karnataka as their entry port. This is the bastion where they have that kind of strength and power and cadre in compared to any other state in the southern part of India. For them, this is going to be a real prestige issue. If they're going to lose out roughly about 10 seats, there's a lot of buzz that they may get about 18 to 20 internal surveys, etc. Speaking of that, the outcome could be very different. But if they lose out even 5, how are they going to make it up in the other southern parts of India? Karnataka very important for the BJP at large.
I don't think it's going to happen because arithmetically, as I mentioned earlier, you look at the result of the election last year, BJP, JDS, of course, the JDS has a concentrated vote share. So even if you take that into account, BJP plus JDS was higher than the Congress. And of course, in Lok Sabha elections, when national issues are in the picture, voters in Karnataka are very intelligent. They actually vote sometimes differently during the Vidhan Sabha and Lok Sabha, for the Vidhan Sabha and the Lok Sabha, even when the elections are held simultaneously. So I think the BJP does have a disadvantage here. 2 quick points about the Congress. The Congress party is a totally divided house. But DK Shiv Kumar is basically campaigning for his bid to become chief minister. He wants to seat Siddaramaiah. It's a situation like it reminds me of the Shakespearean play Macbeth, right? Where he just wants to be king at all costs.